Hello everyone, my name is Leslie. Welcome back to my channel. This is a series of Frugal Thoughts, and I am going to show you all something that I wasn't going to do a video about, but one of my comments yesterday was, did you happen to do your 90% off shopping? This is a channel in which I focus on frugal ways of living your life, and that creates happiness in other ways. I'm a big proponent of the fact that living frugally in a frugal manner does not have to impact the quality of your life, and that you can be just as happy by doing things inexpensively, which is what frugal living is all about. I have, for the last, I'm going to say 15 years, I might be making that up, maybe more, shopped at the Target 90% off holiday sales for Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, things like that. Over the years, my needs have changed, and I have shopped less for that because I don't need to buy little toys for various and sundry things. And I used to get toys for 90% off that I would be able to use for our church's bingo nights or things like that. And as the years have progressed, those mantles have been passed over to other generations, and I'm not doing that as much, although I do still, as you all may know, I do dozens of boxes for an organization called Operation Christmas Child. It's a charity run by the son of Billy Graham, and you get a shoebox and you put gifts inside of it, and they are sent over to children in early November for kids who would not get anything for the holiday season. And I have been doing that for 16, 17 years. I do anywhere between 75 and 100 boxes every year. Traditionally, I have gotten the vast majority of my stuff at Target 90% off, or more recently at the Goodwill bins. I have spoken at length about the Goodwill bins. The Goodwill bins, if you are not familiar, is a place where you go and you pay by the pound. They have these big troughs of it's all the stuff that did not sell within a certain time frame at the store, and they will, you just pay by the pound. That has been a really good thing for me for the last several years, because I was always finding new with tagged ornaments or toys or little tchotchkes that were new. Socks, shirts with the tag still on them, things like that I could pick up for 25 cents to 50 cents each, that I would then put in the boxes and send away. One of the things that I say is that the reason why I'm able to be so generous is because I get my items for so inexpensively. Unfortunately, and because I have not been on You Do Not Know, that the Goodwill bins near me has closed. At the end of June, I have not been to a Goodwill bins in over 7 months. Fortunately for me, they gave us very little warning, but it was about a couple weeks. So I really did a lot of sourcing for my Operation Christmas Child boxes at that time. Anyway, so this year I will not really have anything. I have a few things that I can put in, but I needed to get some more stuff. I also donate to organizations who make Easter baskets, as well as different things throughout the year. Organizations make back to school backpacks and things like that. So I needed some stuff. So I kind of had my eye on this 90% off sale. In the past, traditionally, the sale would begin on or about January 1st. I have always said that I don't need anything really myself, except I have, back in the day, I would buy tons of soap, I would buy hand towels, I would buy all this stuff. But quite frankly, I have all those things now. So I don't really need, I literally am still using soap that I bought 3 years ago. I hope soap doesn't go bad. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. I don't really need anything. Anyway, I went out this year, and I'm working at home, and I'm working remotely. So I worked until around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock on December 29th, went out later because normally when this is happening, I'm there at 8 a.m. to check out the price. It has never gone as early as December 29th. when I showed up at this one particular store, I'm very lucky, we have many Targets around us, it had gone 90%. And this was like 2 p.m. So on that particular day, the first day, I was kind of shocked it had gone that early. I got very little stuff because I was really good holding myself back. I don't really need anything, as I keep on saying. Well, that's not entirely true. I did get stuff. But I got pretty much all of the same thing, which I'm going to show you. And what I got was probably close to 100 of these things. These are these Target birds. They were 50 cents each. They were originally 5, which meant at 90% off, they would be 50 cents. I got these. And the reason why I got these is because, first of all, they're adorable. And number 2, one of the things I would always get at the Goodwill bins was like a soft, what is it, stuffed animal for the kids to play with, or something that they can hold on to. Like, and it would be great if I could get like a dog with, you know, something that these kids can use for, you know, because they really don't have, sometimes they're living in villages. They show on the website, if you look at Operation Christmas Child, they show them giving the boxes to these kids in villages, and some, they don't have running water. So I just wanted to kind of give them something that's whimsical and fun for them to kind of hold on to and play with. So I got a whole bunch of these birds for 50 cents each. I'm going to jump ahead and let you know that at the end of this shopping experience, I went out for 3 days for like an hour and a half each day. I ended up getting many of these birds for 25 cents, which then I really did buy them all. But anyway, because for 25 cents, sure. I also have in the past, I will let you know that I sell on Poshmark and eBay, and I will put these up on Poshmark and eBay and see if they can sell, and I probably will sell some of them. Okay, so I got a lot of these birds, these Target birds. I also got, and this was the big thing I got, my husband and I have needed firewood. I go out and do a lot of I pick up all the kindling and tinder, I think it is, along the way, but we needed firewood, and I had actually ordered some to be delivered. And when I was at the store, and I'm on the 29th, this is what kicks me, because I'm like, dang, if I'd gotten there earlier. I got a whole bunch of these, which I think are intended to be decorative. They're 3 packs of birch logs. They were originally, I don't know if you can see, $15. I got them 90% off, which was $1.50. So it's 50 cents a log. That is a really good deal. That is a really good deal. I actually ordered some. I'm making this number up, and I don't remember how much it was, but I think it was at least $5 a log. So, and they were a little bit bigger, but also I did see, I got 12 of these. So I paid $18 instead of $180. What I did like about these, I also, when I was looking it up and doing the research to order it the first time off of wherever I ordered it from, I saw that there's some really cute arts and crafts that you can do with these birch logs. So I was saying to my daughter, we might do that. So this is an example of something that I didn't go out looking for birch logs, but when I saw them, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get them. I shared them with another person who was there, because she was like, wait, why are you getting all those logs? And I said, oh, they're just logs. Like, you can burn these. She was like, oh, I never would have thought about that. I thought they were for arts and crafts. And I said, yeah, they may have been, but I actually had got one of these 2 or 3 years ago that I put outside in my, like as a decoration for with my urns. And I just kind of prop it up and it looks pretty. And that's why I know. Yeah, so I think I'd gotten one like 2 years ago. So I got 12 of those. I also did get, and this is the interesting thing, I got a whole bunch of these sets of the birds. These are small. In the past, they were like ornaments. Oh, it does say ornament sets. So these are little ornament sets these are the miniature birds. These are the real size birds. So they're little tiny versions of these birds. These were originally $15. I paid $1.50 for these. And there's also this. The reason why these are significant is because I will probably, in all likelihood, do one of two things. I will put these up on eBay and Poshmark, And if I do not sell them, I will break them open next year. So I paid $1.50 each, which is 25 cents a bird. I will break them open next November and put one of these little ornaments into each of the boxes. So again, you have to kind of literally think, I'm going to say outside the box, because you may not say, oh, I really want this, but if you can think down the road what you want, you have to kind of anticipate your needs. And I know in early November, I need this. I will need that. What else did I get? I got a lot of these for my children, and I had some pushback at first. Here's another one of these things that I got, one of the birds. I got some pushback, and then they were like, oh yeah, Mom, you're right. These were called wreath hangers, but I have some up on the back of that door. I have some on the back of that door. They do not need to be used for wreath hangers. I have 4 children living in 4 apartments downtown, and really for 50 cents each, these were originally $5 for 50 cents each. I said to my children, I said, these can go on the back of doors and they can hang up coats. A lot of these places don't have enough room for coats. Or in the bathroom, you can put extra bath towels that you want hung up. In the past, these were white. I prefer them white. These are not my favorite color, but I gave out, I think I got about 10 of these, and I gave my kids at least 8 of them. This one was just a random separate one. So, but anyway, I had about 10 of these, and I think I've got rid of all but one. So that was that. I also then got, one of the best things, I got this on the first day, and it was crazy, my children's reaction to this. I got these tongue scrapers for 10 cents. This was originally, I guess it was in the dollar spot, and I guess all the dollar spot, again, because I got there so late on the 29th, there was 10 of these. I picked up 8 of them for 80 cents, and my kids' reaction, you literally scrape your tongue and get all the bacteria off. My kids' reaction to these tongue scrapers were anything from jubilation to exhilaration. My kids were like, oh my God, Mom, that's the best. I need one. In fact, on the day when I brought these home on the 29th, my son Matthew had ordered off of some website thick, heavy, nice ones for two of them for $8.50. And I said, or you can take this one for 10 cents and return that one. And I think he's going to return those too. Anyway, yeah, this was a tongue. These were 10 cents. Again, I would never have gone out looking, although my son did, but I would have never gone out looking for tongue scrapers. But when I saw them there, I was like, you know what? My kids can use these. That's that. So then that was pretty much it, I think, for the 29th. I went... It may have been the 30th. I said the 29th. It may have been the 30th. I'd have to look. But anyway, it may have been the 30th. Anyway, I did not go out, I think, on the 31st. I did go out on the... I did go out on the 1st because my gym was closed. I was not working. And so I did go out for about 2 hours. And on that hour, that was now 2 days. If it went on the 29th, let's just say the 29th. If it went out let's say the 30th. If it started on the 30th, I didn't go out on the 31st. On the 1st, there was quite a bit there. Much less there, but it was... See, one of the things that's great about this, and this is one of the things you need to know, people buy a whole bunch on the first day, get home, have seller's or buyer's remorse, return a lot of stuff, and they do put it back out on the floor. So one of the things you have to do is kind of go back after the first or second day and get some stuff that has been returned by other people. That is when I started to get some interesting things that had not been there on the whatever day it was, my first day. I'll call them day 1, 2, and 3. This was a elf door, which is like a portal, I guess, kind of thing for the elf on the shelf. I had gotten, I'm going to say 10, 15 years ago. I didn't get there in time to even look this year. A whole bunch of elf on the shelf boxes with the whole kit, the book, the elf, and I give them away every year for anyone who is having a new baby. I give one of the elf on the shelf. My niece just had a baby. I gave her an elf on the shelf. Actually, this one, I actually bought hers because it was a little girl with blue eyes, which is what her daughter is. So this is something I will send out to her. They live in Colorado. I will send this out to her next year for her to use for her Elf on the Shelf doll. I got 2 of these, which again, these are great things to put in those. These are little, it's called Unbrushed Mini. It is something that is perfect in a box for the Operation Christmas Child. I did offer either one of these to any of my kids, and they all said no, Mom, because a couple years ago I got them the wet brushes and they still have them. I did get one thing of really cute Grinch pajamas. I think these were originally $18. I got them for $1.80. There's always a giving tree at my church, and I always try to donate to boys, because boys seem to be the ones who are in the most needs of getting things. So next year I will donate that to a boy. These I got on the first day. I guess it doesn't matter what day I got it. These were 90% off. They were originally $7.99. I have no idea what they are. They're called a keto. I have no idea what they are, but they're great. And again, also with the Operation Christmas Child boxes, the greatest need for those boxes are boys' toys and boys, to do boys. So I will give that, especially older boys, I will put them in boxes for older boys. Then I got, I guess I got this. I didn't even know I got that. This I'm hoping was 90% off. It was probably, back in the day, they used to have this whole section along the back, and it would be like bins, and they would have little toys in each one. And this would have been $4.99 for 49 cents, 90% off. And you would go and get a whole bunch of toys for like stocking stuffers, as opposed to giving kids, just candy. Here's another bird that I got on the first day. This was also something that I got. This is one of those crazy loom. This was $7.99. I got it for 79 cents. And here's something I got also. This was, I'm doing this out of order now, but these were these cute little gingerbread man things. I think they're Hearth and Hand. No, they're Wonder Shop. They were $3, originally $3 each. I got them for 30 cents each. I might keep these and make gingerbread men with them, but I'm more inclined to you really only need one, I guess. But I'm also more inclined to just put it in a box and give it to a child and see if, I won't know, but see if hope that he or she will be able to use them. The other thing I bought, which was really nice, was on the second day I went out, which I think was December 31st, I think it was the 31st. So I think the first day was the 30th. I bought a few of these sprigs of fake flowers. This was $5 originally. You can see it there, so it was 50 cents. I actually thought that was really pretty, and I have several urns. I think I've done videos about my urns that I love, and I will put that into an urn at next year. It's got everything I want for 50 cents, and it saves me money because I'm not, I'm not replenishing it. I'm just using the same urn year after year. Another thing I bought was, there wasn't a lot left. Oh, these were only $3. I paid 30 cents for this. One of the biggest things that I put in the boxes that I loved the bins for was they always had new socks that I could buy. These were $3. I paid 30 cents for them. That is a great thing to give in the box. I sound like such an old lady, but I did hurt my back this morning. Which is why I got these for my niece for next year. These were $99. I paid 90 cents. This is for the same girl. Her name is Lucille, who's going to get the Elf on the Shelf portal. I bought a lot of these books, and the first thing everyone always asks me is, but these people do not speak English, and that is true. I bought a whole bunch of these little golden books, and these are Santa Claus, the Christmas story, and Santa Claus is coming to town. While they do not speak English now, most of those kids are shockingly able to and want to learn English, and so by reading the English language, it helps them, is my understanding. These were 2 little things I bought for 10 cents each. They were originally $1 in the, that was like one of the things that would have been in the 90% off. I did get 2, I'm thinking about this now, I did get 2 things of really nice and thick and heavy paper that was ringing up, I want to say 30 cents for down from 3, but it was very pretty paper. I was surprised by how pretty and that it was still there. These were 10 cents each. I get these because I use these to wrap gifts for Valentine's Day, for all kinds of holidays, and this because my children went to Notre Dame, and it's also great for making things for St. Patrick's Day. That's that. Then I went out. One of my neighbors had a baby. She had just had her third boy. I bought 2 of these and I gave her one. Oh, and I did also get her, she has 3 boys. Her oldest is 4. They had Squishmallows, which if you know what a Squishmallow is, it's a big, thick, very fluffy toy. And they had 2 of them, and they were originally $19.99 on sale for $1.99, and this was like a cup of a hot chocolate cup. It had like a handle, and it had like a thing you buzzed, and it made noises. Anyway, I got the 2 older boys who are I think 2.5 and 4.5. Those, and then I got the new little guy one of these. This is cute. It has like a little gingerbread man on it. I actually got a next one to use as a donation for the giving tree next year. I'm starting to lose things. Okay, and then that was the first and second day. Then I went the 4th day, and the 4th day was interesting because I've read about this before, and I've never done this, and I don't have the nerve, and but I did. This time I did because I spoke to a woman. She was like, "Oh no, I'm getting this," because it was ringing up. It was still back there in a big bin. She said, "No, I'm getting this stuff for 90% off," and I was like, "Oh, I'm not really like that." But I went up to the woman because I had to make a return. And I said, "Can I get this stuff here?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "It really isn't ringing up anymore, but there was a big," she said, "Oh, I'll give it to you. Everything is like 25 cents. And I was like, "Oh, I think some of this stuff isn't originally like, she was like, "No, I don't care." She said, "You know the prices." I got this to give to my niece because she lives in Colorado. This was originally $12.99. I got it for $1.29. This is a book about Santa Claus. This is a fun little thing holiday stamp kit that is something to keep a child that I will use as a donation next year for Christmas. I'm going to go fast because I just saw how long this has been. It's 22 minutes. These were a banner that said Merry. I will probably donate that or just send it to, or try to sell it. One of the things I do is I do buy food items because I like food items. And most importantly, what I love more than anything is shortbread. This was obviously you're going to be paying a little bit of a premium. This is, I think, 1.5 pounds, 23 ounces of shortbread. It's really heavy. And I will say that I am, I do eat shortbread, and I will eat this. And I think it came to like $4.68. So then the other things I got, and she said, "Oh, how much was that? How much was that?" This rang up 30 cents. Cute little ornament for my niece who lives in Colorado, Val, Colorado. She skis, so that's going to be cute for her. I got this, which was originally, you can see it's Christmas themed. It was ringing up INF, which means in Target lingo is item not found. But I got it for 79 cents. That's either a great donation or a gift for somebody next year. I did similar with this garland. I don't know how long it is, but it was originally $10. I got it for $1. I will use that on my mantle next year. I haven't done garland for a while. But this was the thing I liked, and I was happy about this. Oh, I don't know about this. This is a magnetic hanger. This was $2. Because this was $10, so which means I paid $1 for it. This was something so that if you don't want to put a hole, you put this on the one side and you put this on the other side, and it's magnetized. I'm going to see if it works because, quite frankly, I don't have a great one on my front door, so I'm going to see if that works. This is what I was excited about, and the woman said to me, and I actually think I got overcharged for this, but that's my fault. She said to me, "How much are these?" Were ringing up as INF, these Reynolds kitchen things. The woman who said to me, "Oh, I'm going to get them for 90% off." I said, "Well, how much are these?" I don't know how much they are regularly. I said to the woman who was ringing me up, I said, "I don't know, $5.99 each." I have no idea. she said, okay, fine, 59 cents. I actually did find out that they were originally $4.99 each, but whatever. The difference of a dollar. This is the one thing I do regret, which is funny. It's funny how this thing, they had something called Bark Boxes. I don't know if you've ever heard of Bark Boxes. If you're familiar with Bark Boxes are it was $40 for a container, and it had like Christmas, and it was like to my favorite dog. And we have Mabel, who is my favorite dog. And I said, oh, I kind of wanted one. And they were ringing up originally $19.99, half off. And then the woman said, oh no, they were 90% off the day before. This woman who I'm going to call her Mary. Mary was like, oh no, they're 90% off. And I was like, okay, so it would be $4. I went to the cash register and I said to the woman, I said, can you give me this? She was like, yeah. Okay, here is what was in the Bark Box that I paid $4 for, which I should be thrilled, but I'm not, because it had these two containers. This is why you have to read. And this and a reindeer, which Mabel chewed up. This was for $4. These two little things, which last year I got a ton of Christmas themed like packaging of dog treats for Mabel for 90% off or 70% off, whatever it was. And so instead of $5, I paid $1.50. So assuming this would have been $1.50, like I overpaid for these 4 items in this Bark Box. I don't mean to bash Bark Box, but that is not worth it. For me. For some people who want to buy a cute box, this is why everyone has to make their own distinctions. I would never have spent $40 on a Bark Box. Anyway, I don't want to end this on a bad thing. That is pretty much everything I got. I did get these. I took these out. I got these. I think they were originally, I don't know how much these were originally. They expire in May of 2025. I'm going to say that these were originally $4.99 or $5.99. Everything was set. All the food items were 70% off. So I'm going to say I paid $1.89 for these, which is 10.5 ounces, which these are peppermint, which I happen to like. This is not something, it was not like a terrific deal. I mean, I didn't pay $5.99, but I would have never paid $5.99 for a thing of cookies like this anyway. So for $1.89 or whatever, $1.79, I got myself a little treat. So that was positive. That was my positive end. My name is Leslie. Thank you so much. Again, the most important thing, if you're going to do these videos, if you're going to be someone who wants to do frugal living, you have to remember that it is only a good deal if you need the item and if you can find a place for the item and a use for the item. It is not worth it if you are buying and just simply storing these things, even though I guess I am storing the birds, but I'm going to use it. I did say, because my daughter's going to college this year, my youngest, I don't want to say it's my last year of doing these boxes, but I will definitely cut back. I've been doing between 75 and 100, and I will in all likelihood cut significantly back, just because I'm not going to be in that mindset anymore. And yeah, I do lots of generous things in other ways. My name is Leslie. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. If you like this content, please give me a like and a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye-bye now.